actions have because it's like, I literally have somebody out there several people out there that are making videos. I don't even think a lot of people would understand the strength that it takes to be able to combat the people that are using your person, your best friend that was taken out of this world by homicide by an officer, and they are literally making him sing next to the officer that took him out of this world, like Jenny Torres, Selena the Fold, Obese from the Crease, Dark Abyss, Labyrinth, whatever she wants to go by. That is what she does. That is exactly what she does. She makes videos like that, and her friends share it, and they laugh at it. And as much as you've seen other people emotional about their personalized experiences, because yes, it is an emotional thing to go through. Like, can you imagine seeing your loved ones being put up to sing and dance for other people's entertainment with the person that took them out of this world? How strong of a person would any of you be? So while you all are sitting here knocking me down left and right and thinking you're doing something by putting me down and judging my character, I creep for you to mention, because I know you're watching, I creep for you to even bring up my friend and say, oh, I looked into it. And for anybody to say that I'm using him, or what did you say? I'm tokenizing my friend? Like, the person that said that, you go back and watch my 11.5-minute video that I made to try and bring public awareness to it, because after I fought the Pinellas County Sheriff's Department 3 years ago, before I even got on TikTok, I basically learned that the only way I'm going to get justice for my friend is to get a public outcry. That's it. That's the only way that we're going to get justice for any victims like that, especially when police want to silence it. And it's pretty obvious the police want to silence it because the police paid the family out a cash settlement on a civil suit. A lot of people don't even understand the difference between a civil suit and a criminal suit, but there's no statute of limitations on murder. There's not. So all I'm looking for is justice. I want that criminal suit to happen so that those two officers can hopefully go to jail. But when the family took a cash settlement, unfortunately, they took a gag order with it, so they're not able to speak on it, right? They don't want to relive the pain. I understand that. That's their choice. But that was my brother, not by blood, obviously, but that was my brother, essentially. I knew him 18, 19 years, and we were best friends when he was taken out of this world. We had been together for about 5.5 years when we were together, and we were best friends for about, I think, 12.5 after that. And we were known each other like a long time. That was the person I called all the time, and he called me all the time to laugh, to vent to, even after I moved away from Florida, I kept in touch with him for 2012. So let me think, I moved away in 2008. 4 years after I moved away, I still kept in touch with him, and he was still my best friend. I kept in touch with him on a regular basis. And for anybody to be sitting there looking up that information to try and use it as a weapon against me, no, you lost every ounce of respect that I ever had. Oh gosh, yeah, hey love, welcome back. Yeah, I am so glad I got out of Florida for multiple reasons. I left Florida in 2008. And that's the whole thing. A lot of people know, like, they have my record. They've pulled my record. They've doxed me. They dox me 24/7. A lot of you wouldn't be able to handle half of the shit that I've been put through. Seriously. I'm doxxed on a regular basis, 24/7, still to this day, by Cuban, by Jenny, by Exodus, hiding behind his little, oh, I'm the Watchers of the Net. Everybody knows that's Kalen Jordan Green from Moreno Valley, California, Exodus. Everybody knows that's him. Everybody. Like, that's the whole reason I brought that awareness to Moses in the first place. And let me just say this. If you guys didn't pay attention to anything, what you should have seen from that, and Moses' reaction, was some of the best documentation that I got for my documentary, because it just showed the amount of transphobia that there really is and homophobia that there really is. Because Moses didn't care about the factual information and the proof that's still on my page, showing who it was that targeted him and did that whole smear campaign against him that brought him so much hate. He was more interested in targeting the LGBTQI plus community. He was more interested in getting his feelings hurt over me using a term talking about a demographic. And a hell of a lot of people fell right in line and got super offended by me just using that term towards a demographic. Nobody in particular in that group, and I also agreed not to call anybody in that group that word, but they all still focused on the fact that I even used that word because they're super offended by it, not understanding the white supremacist ideology behind being offended by that word. And don't try to educate somebody from the community, right? That's actually trying to educate you. You don't want to hear it from people in the community. That's the weird thing to me. That's where I see so much hypocrisy. And I'm like, wow. Okay. Now imagine me telling anybody, you need to stop and listen to people in the community. No, what I get back is, you can't tell me what I'm offended by. Oh, okay. But you don't seem to understand that your fragility over being called cis is harmful to the trans community. You don't get that, and you don't want to get that. That's that. Like, the documentation that I got from me bringing that to Moses alone was worth every ounce of hate that I've received since then. And if you guys think that the amount of hate that I've gotten since then is anything, I've gotten a hell of a lot more hate in the past 2 years, to the point where I really don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about me. If you don't like me, stay the fuck away from me, and I'll stay the fuck away from you. That's what mature adults do. You want to make a video about me? I'll make a video response about you. You want to be shitty towards me? Buckle up. I'm going to be shitty towards you. If you don't like the energy that you're getting, maybe you should go look in the mirror and think about the energy that you put out first. Because most people that I respond to, it is a complete response. I'm still a human being, and I'm not going to allow somebody to especially come over to my space, be super disrespectful, and then demand respect back. And Pinup, I will say, I'm sorry for speaking over you. I understand that things got emotional, but I really wanted to try and give you the opportunity to connect with me later. And honestly, by coming into my live tonight and I don't think you even tried to come up and speak with me, I fully feel like that you were more interested in talking about me instead of with me. And that kind of, like, I don't know how old you are. I don't know anything about you really. I mean, I've seen you around a little bit here and there, but to me, I tried to treat you as a human being. Like, if you're younger than me, I still wanted to give you that equal playing field. Like, it doesn't matter to me that you're younger than me. Like, I still want to treat you like an equal, like, you could teach me. I fully believe that. Anybody can teach anybody. My intention wasn't to upset you, and I understand impact over intention. Like, I really wanted to try and continue in a healthy way, and I saw that, one, it wasn't healthy right then, and then two, it wasn't very organized in my opinion, no offense, but also I really had to get back. Like I said, like I was trying to explain, and again, I apologize for the way it came out. Not if I'll apologize for the way it came out, because I was trying to explain, like, if I took away time from my job in the middle of the day, that just means I have to work later. That's why I didn't even start this thing till about 8 o'clock my time, because then you take it for what it's worth. If you don't feel that applies to you, then don't worry about it. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, right? Yeah, ratchetness, TikToxic. I started calling it TikToxic over 2 years ago. And you know why I called it TikToxic back then? I'm going to wrap this up soon. I really saw back then, and that's when I really started documenting a lot of things. I mean, it went in waves. The way that I was documenting too went in waves, but I've been documenting hard, God, over 2 years now. I've been documenting, like, really hard, and I've still got a few old receipts that need to get a little better organized, but I've been organizing them pretty well over the past, I'd say, year or more, definitely more than, and I've got a lot. I've got like 2.5 terabytes worth of shit. But yeah, give me a couple years. because I'm going to be working on something part-time, and it'll show just how TikToxic really is, to the point where the app itself, watch, mark my words, I know I'm recording it, I hope somebody else is. Mark my words, my live will go down shortly after talking about this. To the point where I fully believe that TikTok is quite involved with what they're allowing, what they're not on this app. And people are focused on the wrong things, because remember, this app started out as a kids app. The adults may have exceeded the amount of kids that are on this app, but there is so much toxicity, almost pornographic stuff on this app, and people don't even realize it. And we're all fighting each other when we should be fighting the bigger issues. Trying to demonize people just because you get your feelings hurt over a word that you don't understand, or because you want to believe something somebody else said, or whatnot. Yeah. Hello, Coffee. So if anybody else has any other questions, Ratchetness, you don't have enough to go live yet, do you? I'm gonna send you like 1,000 followers, because that's a thing you could evidently do. Like, you deserve. No, you don't want to. You deserve to go live. Your voice needs to be heard, Ratchetness. Your voice needs to be heard. As far as I'm concerned, I feel like you need to be heard than a lot of the people that are out here just creating and stirring up drama for no reason. Like, you've got a lot of valid things. The way you present shit, I don't know how anybody could not love you, seriously. You're funny, you're smart, you're beautiful, you're intelligent, you're like factual. You just bring, I don't want to put the fold in TikTok. I know they do. I know they hate you. They hate you. I think they hate you more than they hate me, that's for sure. Because your accounts get taken down at like lightning speed. And most of the times you're just challenging Denise to box you. I don't know what she's so afraid of. I don't know why that triggers her so much. Like, she's evidently really afraid of a real black woman that she knows could kick her ass. That's just my opinion. Okay, hopefully you got my Washington Dog Dad on. Oh, they are on your IG now. Oh, Lord. If you can, follow my Washington Dog Dad page from IG, please. Because I definitely want to keep in touch with you and whatnot. I can't believe they're over there. Casey made a video recently like, I don't want to hear nothing about anybody saying anything about doxing now. He got really upset that I evidently used his full name, Casey Dwayne Camden, and I put out his birth date, and he's like, "Oh, Joe tried to dox me." That's not doxing, Casey. You were there for the court case with Uni, Casey. You remember, it's perfectly legal for us to use. Oh man, I got to do this. Hold on, I'm going to bring this up. You're going to love this, Ratchetness. It's perfectly legal for us to use. Oh wait, I'm not going to do it. I was going to bring up Casey's arrest record, but I'm not going to do it because his stupid little. Oh, you just, Ratchetness, you just DM me. Just DM me. I'll get you what you need. Are you over there? You don't have to answer on here, but he's in Virginia. He's in Virginia. He's the, I love the other day when he showed his face, because all his videos are in black and white, because he doesn't want people to sit there and see, his red beard, because even Moses said the other day that they ain't never seen a red-headed Arab. And I'm like, I understand there probably are some. I understand that there probably are, because it's a mutation in the genes, right? So, and I understand that aspect. But Casey, you ain't it. I'm sorry, Casey. You ain't shit. You want to talk all bad and you want to say you dog walked me and all that shit, right? But when you're too much of a PUSSY to give out your own real name or confirm your real name, you ain't shit on this app. When you got a bunch of people calling out your real name and you're out here denying that it's you and everybody really knows you, you ain't shit. Okay, I'm just letting you know you ain't shit, Casey Camden. Casey Dwayne Camden. Okay. In fact, I would say that Casey Camden probably should be a little bit careful about calling some of his emails dirty rab because it kind of gives you away. And if I was to pull up a screenshot showing all that stuff, it would definitely prove that you're Casey Camden. They think they're all bad and scary, but they really ain't shit because they're not even willing on fucking confirming their real names. You know, and Casey probably wouldn't care if somebody doxed his family because I don't think his family, most of his family really cares about him. But I digress. Ratchetness, you just let me know what you need. I'll get it for you. And Denise, don't be complaining because you used to ask me for information on people all the time, Denise. Didn't Denise ask me if I would be a hacker for the Fold? Oh yeah, I posted that recording. I know people got that. See, somebody explained to me recently, what I've done, my job on this app is done. I have passed the baton on to people. And they have all the videos that I've put out. They have everything. Aw, did somebody get their feelings hurt? Did my live get banned? I don't know. Ratchetness, if you're still in here, let me know. Somebody's reporting my live. They don't like the truth getting out. Aw, that means I got a Fold member watching my live. Aw, poor Casey, poor Denise. Ratchetness, are you still in here? I think my live is still active. It's so funny how that's all it took. They were enjoying the screen recording until they get the energy returns. See, Casey, if you're going to go into somebody's live, like Moses's, and you're going to spread all this false information and you're going to drop real people's names, you should buckle up and expect the same back, Buttercup. Like you really should, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Stop acting like a gander. Little gander. All right. I've had fun. I hope you guys have too. I hope you guys got to ask your questions, and I'm really sorry that some of the people that I was hoping would come in here didn't, but I'm glad that other people came in for them. Excuse me. So yeah, I think this live is still up, but if not, that's fine. I got to get to bed anyway because I've got a busy day tomorrow, and I was promising myself I'm only going to run this till midnight my time, and it's midnight just now. So much love and respect to everybody that deserves respect, that doesn't take others for granted, that doesn't walk around using anything as an excuse to be disrespectful to other people, and doesn't lie about people and change their wording to fit their narratives and treat people like shit. Yeah, much love and respect to everybody that doesn't do that crappy shit. The rest of you, go look in the mirror. Stop judging others when you live in a glass house. Ratchetness, I adore you, and I will talk with you later.